Hello, I'm Raging Amish, and welcome to a rapid-fire review of the MK48 in Black Ops 2 multiplayer. So, let's get to it. Unlocked at level 4 with Creator Class, the MK48 is the first of 4 LMGs available in multiplayer. As with all weapons in tier, the MK48 is fully automatic, but is slower than most with a fire rate of 600 RPM. If this isn't to your liking, the gun does offer a certain attachment that increases your fire rate to 720 RPM. I'll let you take a guess as to what attachment that is.
Full auto. Rapid fire. Rapid fire.
Unfortunately, I'm not crazy about rapid fire this time around. The increased fire rate adds a little too much recoil in my opinion. I say stick to the basic fire rate. Moving on, as is standard for the LMGs, your capacity is huge with a 100 round belt of ammunition. Additionally, you get 2 spare belts in total, clocking in with a whopping 300 round starting loadout.
Wow.
As you can guess, ammunition won't be a problem when carrying the MK48. To make matters even better, those 300 rounds are incredibly strong. Up close, you'll do 49 damage and drop to 30 at a distance. On paper, these numbers sound great. But when you do the math, it's still a 3 to 4 hit kill, depending on the range to your target. Additionally, your headshot multiplier is nothing to get excited about, with a 20% damage bonus. You can potentially get a 2 hit kill up close and a 3 hit kill at range, but honestly, it's not worth getting excited about. Overall, I'm rather displeased with the MK48's power. This gun is the closest thing we have to the M60 from Modern Warfare 3 and or Black Ops. The old Chugga Chugga LMG didn't quite make it into Black Ops 2. On paper and in practice, I simply don't understand why the MK48 does 49 damage up close rather than 50.
Nothing makes sense anymore!
It's not all bad though. To make up for the lackluster headshot bonus and unfortunate math, the MK48 has absolutely stunning range. You will drop from a 3 hit kill down to a 4 hit kill at 89 meters, which is simply stunning. I am sad you don't get a 2 hit kill up close, but thankfully you can get a 3 hit kill to an incredible distance. The gun is a monster in mid to long range combat. Switching to your general performance, the MK48 is typical for the tier. You move at 90% of normal speed, the penetration power is high, the crosshairs are relatively big, and the idle sway is for the most part low. The gun is designed to be more of a brute with strong damage and high penetration, so you pay for it with slower movement and bad hipfire capability. This shouldn't be a surprise, as LMGs have always been this way in Call of Duty. Keeping with the slower feel, your transition times and reload speeds are lacking. The MK48 will raise in 750 milliseconds, drop in 550 milliseconds, and ADS in 320 milliseconds. Compared to assault rifles and SMGs, the gun is again quite slow.
Well, it can't get much worse, right?
Unfortunately, it does. As mentioned before, your reloads are pathetic, with a standard time of 8 seconds for both a partial and empty reload. Either way, the bullets enter the chamber at roughly the 5.45 second mark. As you can guess, the reloads are painful, and you need to find a quiet corner should your belts run dry. On a redeeming note, however, the MK48 will perform quite well when aimed down the sight. The recoil is low, and I'm honestly reminded of the ACR back in Modern Warfare 2. The gun barely moves, and is incredibly easy to keep on target, especially when you have a sight. I mention that because the irons are quite obstructive. You're going to want a sight. I don't care which one you pick, just make sure you actually pick one. As is typical with LMGs, the irons are ugly.
Oh, I caught the ugly!
On that note, when setting up your class, I highly recommend picking the EOTech or Reflex sight. You will make target acquisition at long range much easier. Also, you're going to want the quick draw handle. The LMGs have been fortunate enough to get a buff in standard ADS speed from 400 milliseconds to 320, and their quick draw handle will make the ADS motion even quicker. You can better compete in mid-range combat where assault rifles may start to get the best of you. As for your perks, I'm a fan of Flak Jacket, Hardline, and or Lightweight. Flak Jacket is a decent fit if you want to go for that brutish tank playstyle. Hardline and Lightweight, on the other hand, make for a potent setup if you want to play a bit more on the move and take advantage of the big 100 round belt. For your green tier, I say stick to Toughness. Being on target with the MK48 is key, and for the red tier, I'm a huge fan of Engineer. True, I actually am an engineer in real life, so I tend to recommend this perk a lot. Sure, as an engineer I can be a geek from time to time, but hey, we have a perk named after us in Call of Duty, and it's an awesome ability. You can see equipment through walls and really put your LMG's high penetration to good use.
Holy shit, you geeks are badass.
Finally, for your secondary, bring a pistol. I don't care which one, just bring it. Your reloads are painfully slow. You need a secondary for those moments when you have an empty belt and need to save your own ass. Overall, the MK48 is a standout weapon in Black Ops 2. The accuracy is high, the power is decent, and your capacity is amazing. However, this high power at long range will cost you up close, with overall sluggish play, slow reloads, and ugly irons. Still, if you design your class properly, I promise the MK48 will be a huge asset on the battlefield. That concludes this review of the MK48. Join me next time, where we'll be taking a look at the MSMC. Until then, this is Raging Amish, checking out.